what's the best play to beat man-to-man? So we just showed you the play from Bunch Trail, which you can check out over on Gibbs' YouTube channel. There's one, and then there's a deeper, further exploration in the Brain Trust. But this is the Bunch Week. So this play is called Bunch Trail. So we'll just show it to you real quick. We won't go fully over it, and we'll give you a different play. So make sure you go check those videos out about how to beat man-to-man coverage. But we'll give you the reasons why it's such a good play, and then we'll show you how we can kind of find those things in other formations. So number one thing we like is the B route can get you a lot of yards because it goes between the safeties, and you get a good release inside. We like to put Rawls on a quick out. He's usually going to be faster. It depends where the linebackers get aligned.
Speed and route running help there.
Speed and route running. You've got a corner route. You've got Jimmy Graham on a trail across the middle. And then you can do a bunch of different things from Baldwin. You don't want Doug Baldwin to get pressed, right? So how can you get him not pressed? Well, you can motion him and do different things, different timing. And then you basically just want to hit, boom, make them user deep. If they had a good user, they can potentially intercept that. But that is where this play comes in so handy. A couple of things we talked about there were players not being pressed, because that's going to slow down the timing on man-to-man coverage. Well, how can we do that here? Well, we can find a way, play like corner strike, hopefully get pressed less. Number one thing, most tight ends, they're not going to get pressed, right? So Jimmy Graham, we can put him on a slant. Wilson, we can put him on a drag. We can put him on a streak. We can do a bunch of different stuff, right? Halfback, you still got him. You can still put him on that same out route. Very good. You then have corner strike routes. These could get pressed. They might not get pressed. Generally,
they don't get pressed.
They don't get pressed. Are they as good as they were last year?
Yes.
Still?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Down and away pass lead.
They get better against man. Do they still beat soft squats? How is that whole situation? We'll get into that later.
No, yeah, that's a different topic.
Different beast. Okay. So, they don't get pressed.
Down and away pass lead.
Down and away pass lead.
You gotta work your time.
Test that, tweak it. The other thing you can do is you could drag Baldwin, streak Wilson, slant Graham out, and then you'd have all those. So drag will get pressed.
You got to motion him. You got to motion Baldwin.
Correct. I was going to say if the drag didn't get pressed, then you could motion a different guy. So you could now motion one of these two routes on the outside so that they don't get pressed. So maybe give a couple steps. But you're basically using like the same formula where
the starting point to beat man is try to find ways to get your receivers off of press coverage, because that's what's going to help them get separation. So the key thing to note there is, okay, how do I get a receiver in motion? How do I utilize my halfback out of the backfield because they don't get pressed? Mm-hmm. And then how do I take advantage of my tight ends because they don't get pressed? So the first thing you can start to think of is, what formations give me the most tight ends on the field? That's a great starting point, because now I know I'm gonna get free release off of that. Okay, then I know I can put one guy in motion. So if I come out on a 2 tight end set, put one guy in motion, that's 3 guys that I now can get free off press. Okay, well, my halfback now, I can get him free off press. Okay, so that's 4 guys. Now if I have my last receiver, do I have a route that I can utilize, a Z-spot route, or do I have a deep post that gets inside positioning? I can now put together a full offense that beats man-to-man, or at least gets free press, which gives me timing in my offense. Because what makes man-to-man so difficult to beat is that it will slow down your timing in the rhythm that you have in the passing game, and that's why teams want to do it, and they also do it so that the pass rush can get to you, right? So when you get your receivers off of press and in a free, unbumpable situation, you are kind of negating some of the strengths of what a cover 2-man style defense is. So that's where we recommend a gun ace set, because you can get every single receiver on this formation in a free press situation, an unbumpable situation.
Solid. That's really very important to have at the start of the year. A lot of people are going to try and play. Most people play zone early. They try, but then if that doesn't work, they go to man. And then all of a sudden you play a game, and you might have a man play. You might have that bunch trail play, and it might work for 3 quarters because it's really tough. But then at 3 quarters, they figure out, okay, he really likes to throw the deep post. And then you got to just start to work for it. That's what man makes you do. So at least if you have these gun ace, offset, or something with the 2 tight end sets, you'll be able to just make stuff up on the fly.
Right.
Slants, drags, halfback, motion a receiver, different things, and then you can get a drive or two just based off of freestyling early in the year.
Yep.
So those are pretty handy.